Okay, hello everyone. We are happy to see you, or we hope you will see us actually on this webinar. But we will wait a little bit for more people to join, because we just started, so there are not so many viewers right now. But we have two people. That's a good start. But we'll wait maybe 1 or 2 minutes more, so that more of you can join. Okay, and you should also give us a sign if you could hear everything clearly, if you can see. Just maybe write a comment or put the like. If you can do it, it would give us the information that everything is fine. Okay, I see some likes. That's a good sign. Okay, I see the comments that everything is visible and that you can hear us. Okay, more people are joining, so maybe we will start now. So, okay, welcome again to our webinar. The topic of today's webinar will be the visibility and disseminations, or dissemination of the results of some project actions. And we would like to explain you what the dissemination and what visibility means, and what is the difference between those two words. And also we would like to explain you why is it so important. Of course, we will talk from our experiences also, and why is it problematic when there is no visibility or no dissemination during the project. So first, I would like to introduce myself, and then the girls also will introduce themselves. So my name is Karolina, and I represent the Heureka Generator organization from Poland. And we are organizing the training course with the name Visibility and Dissemination. Right now we are all on that training course, so the webinar is a part of it. So yes, that's basically it. So now maybe Hannah, you can say a few words about yourself. And then
Yes. Hello, everyone. I'm Hannah from Hungary, and I represented the YesKKA organization. I'm a sociologist, so I'm very interested in the connection of people and how these projects are work, and in dissemination and visibility also. So thank you.
Thank you very much. And now, Paula, can you introduce yourself?
Hi guys, I'm Paula, I'm from Croatia. I'm representing Brothers organization. I'm an IT consultant that is very interested in Erasmus projects.
Thank you very much. And Neda?
Hello everyone, my name is Neda. I'm a teacher of Croatian language. Today I will be represent Brodoto agency, but also I will talk to you about my teaching experience, especially with doing projects. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. So before we will go to the topic, I would just like to tell you that after we finish with the webinar, you will have the time to ask questions. Actually, you can even start right now if something comes to your mind, and you can also write comments. So don't be afraid. We will try to answer any of your questions. So we will start with the point number 1, which is describing what actually the visibility means. So maybe Hannah, can you explain us what is visibility?
I didn't unmute. So visibility is, as it is in its name, making something visible. So at the project, we are working on something every time, and it can be maybe an interview, it can be a living library, or any other type of project work. So the thing is that we are trying to make it visible, as it can be in a newspaper, make a book about it, a YouTube video, or any other type of product that can be seen by people.
Mm-hmm. Thank you very much. That's actually a very good explanation of the word visibility. Maybe Paula, do you have any other examples of what the visibility can be?
Well, if we're working on a project and we want to bigger audience to get acquainted with, we would maybe try to create a webinar, post Instagram, Facebook photos, share the webinar on the internet LinkedIn profile, maybe to make some courses in schools, organizations, create some new training courses where we could show people what we did before, or something like that. It all depends on the topic. It all depends on the group of people we're trying to show what we've been doing. Maybe create some group photo with a description. It actually all depends on the topic of the project, of the seminar or training course.
Yes, thank you very much. As you said, the webinar can also be connected with visibility. So if we want to make our project visible, like for example, we want to make our training course visible, so we organize the webinar so that more people can know what we are learning, what kind of topic we have. And I already see that there are 17 viewers, so maybe more people will see it because we broadcast it on the Facebook fan page. So yes, this is a good example of the visibility. And now we will go to the another word, which is dissemination. Neda, can you please describe what the dissemination is?
I would say that dissemination is producing knowledge, understanding knowledge, and then reusing it or using it. That will be the shortest definition, I could say now.
Mm-hmm. Thank you very much. So yes, for example, you make something visible, you share some knowledge, and then someone is using that knowledge. That's true. Maybe Hannah, you can you add something? Maybe some example of the dissemination?
Yes. So, like picture that you are walking on the road and see a billboard. The billboard says something that is like a very good idea for you, and you're thinking, "Oh, yeah, I'm gonna do this." You get home, you're not gonna do it. It's like a very common thing that happens. Dissemination is something that we are trying to do to prevent that everybody is just gonna forget about it. Yeah, it was a good idea somewhere. So it's like we are giving some information, some visibility, and disseminate it as a way that people are going to use it again. And it can be with more, like we have to put it in the way to be interesting, and we have to also need people who are not like projectorists, who can work after the project again and help to make the youth exchange sustainable and a living thing.
Thank you very much. Yes, you mentioned that it's really important to make the project sustainable, so that participants, for example, of the youth exchange, they will go to the youth exchange. Then sometimes they are just coming back home because they don't care anymore about what they learned. But that's why it's really important to disseminate the results, so that, for example, young people who are interested in some topic, they learn something, and then, for example, they make their own youth exchange on the same topic, so that the more and more people can learn something from it. Okay, so you described what is the visibility and dissemination. So maybe Paula, can you just summarize what is the main difference? Just summarize what we said. What is the main difference between visibility and dissemination?
Okay, I'll put it short as I can. So visibility is to promote some work we did, and dissemination is creating a new idea or recreating the topic we've been talking about on a youth exchanges or seminar. So in example of youth exchanges, for visibility, we would say some group photos, videos we are posting on social medias about the project, so more people can see it and be aware of the work we did. And for maybe training courses about future careers, we could actually create another seminar from it about how to be better at some future careers, how to improve yourself using the methods we've learned in the training course.
Yes, so visibility is just making it visible, making people see something, and dissemination, making people use the knowledge. Okay, thank you very much. So maybe now you can also give some examples. What happens if there is no visibility or dissemination on the project? Maybe Neda, can you say something about this?
Okay, I will share with you experience during my coordination of the projects. I wrote 2 really successful projects, but because my project team lacked the knowledge of what visibility is, what kind of tools we can use it, and what methods we can use it, we didn't reach much audience, and we didn't make much impact, although we did some really great stuff. For example, we completely changed teaching methods in the school. We completely made absolutely amazing methods for teaching students with special needs. But because we didn't have enough knowledge, we didn't succeed to reach audience, and we didn't succeed to involve other into the sharing of our methods and to using them.
Yes, that's really sad, because, as you said, you've done a really good job. You created some new ideas, but then you couldn't reach the people that could also use somehow the knowledge you get. So now you can see how important the visibility and dissemination is. Maybe Hannah, can you add something? Maybe you have other examples?
Yeah, so actually it's like the two things are very different, but also they are go hand in hand. So like we can disseminate visibility and we can make dissemination visible, and these two are all like required to make everything good, because if we miss the visibility, the dissemination is gonna be very empty. And if we are going to a place to like tell about our project and like say how good it is, but we don't have photos, we don't have any writing about it or a video, it just sounds so empty that we have somewhere something. So we need to have a visible thing to give when we disseminate. But it goes like also in the other way. If we have visible things, but we do not disseminate, then we will just have like a dying machine that is trying to do something, but it's like nothing gonna happen, because we are all people, and we have to raise awareness every time when something is happening, because that's how it's gonna be a circle, and it's how it's gonna be sustainable.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's true. Because actually, right now we have a lot of information. Really, we can read, I don't know, even the news from the internet. There is a lot of information. So even if we make our project visible but don't disseminate the results, people can just simply forget what we did, and it will be just a waste of energy, let's say. Maybe Paula, do you have any other example that is showing why is it so important, the dissemination and the visibility?
Yes, like Hannah mentioned before, there's a thing called project tourism. People are going on a project on youth exchanges or training course just to get some cultural exchanges, just to party and not that much to learn something. It's a lot of people are saying that it's problem because of the organization, because they're choosing people like whoever wants to go can go, you don't have to do anything else, yada yada yada. But the actual problem of that is that sometimes when people really want to do something and the other people from the national team are not that interested in it, sometimes that can be a problem, because if you're together on a project as a national team, you should come back and do things together, because you have been chosen by the organization to do something. The organization expects you to show what you have learned, and I think that we all should be aware that we are going on a project on youth exchanges or training courses and seminars to learn something, to recreate the things we learned, to disseminate things, to make them more visible to people in your organization, in your country, maybe around the whole Europe. It all depends on the topic. I think that we should be more aware of that thing.
Okay, thank you very much for sharing your opinion. Yeah, we said about it, why is it so important to disseminate the results and why the visibility of the project is important, but we shared a bit negative experiences, but maybe now we can also give some positive examples. Maybe you participated in some project that had a continuation, for example, that the results were disseminated well. What about you, Hannah?
So I can say like right now we are on this project and we are talking about dissemination and visibility. And the thing I can add is that it's gonna be successful when I go back to Hungary and I can make another a seminar about this project, about visibility, about dissemination. So the circle can go on and that's how it's gonna be the a live thing. So I can disseminate it to someone who's gonna also can go on another project and disseminate it again.
Let me just say.
Okay, thank you very much for sharing your experience. Unfortunately, we have some technical problems, but I think Hannah and Neda will share the earphones so that both of them can be in this webinar. We just don't see both of you, but when you will speak, you will just maybe pass the camera to another person. So, okay, maybe Paula, do you have any positive experience, some positive example of visibility and dissemination?
So while I was in a project in Romania, we've been talking about a topic that's called future self, on how are we going to improve ourselves to get some better job offers, to be a better person, or just to improve ourselves as an individual. And for the task after the project is finished, it was to post some things about what's meaningful for us that made us some future, what we will do to become future self. We also are now talking about creating a seminar for students in Istria during the autumn, because we are unable to create seminars because of the vacations and students are going on the coast. So we are going to disseminate our results and try to help more young people on how are they going to improve themselves and what they can do to get some better job offers, to create better negotiation and
okay, thank you very much. So yeah, that was a good example of the visibility and dissemination. The dissemination is that seminar that is planned for the autumn. So I hope you will manage to organize it. Unfortunately, more people have some problems. Hannah, are you with us?
Yes, I'm back.
Okay, great. I don't know how it will be with Neda, but maybe she will join us later. But yes, so I think that we described you well what is the difference between the dissemination and visibility, and why is it so important. So maybe Paula, you want to summarize the webinar? What did you, like the most important points of our webinar?
I would say that we should try to do more. Try to make more people to get into projects, to make a difference, to share their knowledge, to make things visible through dissemination and disseminate things through visibility. We can all do that. We can all make an impact just if we want it.
Okay, thank you very much. And Neda is back. So yes, you didn't have a chance to say about the positive experience connected with the visibility and dissemination. So maybe like at the end you can share also your thoughts about it.
Okay, sorry, I had technical problems. It's always like that with technology. Okay, so I would like to share a positive experience in the last 2 days because they really made great impact on my awareness of what visibility and dissemination is. So when I heard about live history lessons, I realized that I want to take this idea and implement it into my next project. So I guess that was a successful story of dissemination.
Thank you very much. So I also hope that you will really manage to do it, and that we will have another project connected with that method of living history lessons, because we already had like 7 Erasmus Plus project using this method, and we will of course organize even more. So yes, I'm really happy that that you are also interested in using it. Okay, so thank you very much for your comments, for your experiences, for your knowledge that you shared it with everyone. So now is the time to ask questions or write any comments. So if there is something that you want to ask us, that you want to maybe be explained one more time, this is a time to do it. So just please write it in the comments. I will read it, and some of the girls will answer the question. Okay, we have a first question. How can we involve more people who are really interested in the topic? What if we invite somebody and this person will turn out to be a project tourist? Okay, who would like to answer this question?
I would say that it can actually, we have to talk to that person. We have to show them that, okay, you're here because you decided that you want to come here. It's not like you're not here just to make fun, just to have fun and to be around, I don't know, to meet some new people. You're here because you want to do something new. You want to make a difference. I myself, for example, would try to sit with that person and try to point him that, okay, you should party. If you want, you party, but you came here because your organization sent you. If you don't do something, or you don't want to learn, just don't be here. You weren't here for that. Your organization sent you because they thought that you are you're able to be here, and that you are going to make a difference. And if you are not making a difference, the organization might die, because nothing is going on. You're just sitting here and listening and doing nothing. And you should really think about your organization, not only about yourself. That's the thing.
Okay, thank you for your answer. Neda, Hannah, do you want to add something, or fine?
I think that Paula explained quite well, but if you have someone who is just touristically there, I think that maybe something will touch that person. Usually people think that you can just come and have fun, but I think that always something stays with you. Let's be optimistic and positive.
Okay, thank you. So we have another question. It's for me. Who is using living history lessons out of the project because of the project? I don't know if I understand this question well, but probably I can share, for example, the example of the seminar that we organized. The seminar was about actually teaching people how to use the method of living history lessons so that they can implement it after going back home. And what we achieved was that teachers from a few countries, when they came back from the seminar, they really implemented this method at their schools. So they organized the living history lesson at school for the children. So it wasn't only on the youth exchange as we did before, but also outside of the youth exchange. So that was a good example of the dissemination. I think that's the answer for that question. Okay, so Ira is writing, thank you for answering my questions. Okay, and the next question is, where is the best place to promote your organization? Where is the best place? Maybe Hannah, you want to answer this question?
Yeah, sure. So I think the best place is to is with partners. Connections, we are already knowing that they're gonna send someone who is really interested in the project and wanna know more about it and not just gonna project tourist. Also, like it's actually through connection is the best, and maybe other organizations that are like doing something voluntarily or projectile.
Thank you for your answer. Neda or Paula, do you want to add also something from you?
Yes, I think that social media is a good place for making impact, but in the way that you can engage your audience, not just for them to be passive listeners or passive consumers of the products, but to make something to engage them, to involve them. And I think that social media is a good, great place for that.
I would just like to add mouth-to-mouth experience, because sometimes when you're talking to people that are not connected to projects, that are not in organization, they can actually be very interested in the things that you are working on, in things that you learned somewhere, and you can actually help them to just to get the knowledge of what they can do. Because when I was talking to my friends, and I've been talking to them about those projects, they were like, what are you doing there? How can you make an impact? And when I've told them how it can be done, they were like, wow, I think I can actually do something. It can actually help me, and I can actually help people in my near, people that are next to me, and I can actually try to pass the word on.
Okay, thank you very much for your answer. So we got 3 examples. how to promote the organization. And then we go to another question. What tools do you use for dissemination? What tools do you use for the dissemination? Who wants to answer?
Kindly. So actually, I think the tools are the visibility, the things that we made visible, the products. So like if we have a video, if we have a book or any interviews, we can make people more aware. We can make people more interested in the topics. So the tools are the product of visibility, I think, and also the people who are have been in projects. Like we're gonna go and spread the things we knew, and yeah, not every word gonna have a destination in people and gonna make them think, ah, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do next week. But there's still a chance, so we have to use the tools as the visibility products and us as tools to make the product arrive to the people.
I would just like to agree with Hannah that tool, that experience can actually be one of the greatest tools to do that, because experiences matter, and experiences, like I've said before, can make an impact.
Okay, thank you very much. Neda, do you want to add something maybe?
I was thinking when you influence people with ideas, and if they are okay with them, or if they find them useful, they will share ideas. That's the point of all this influence culture today. I'm not sure how much ideas they share, but if you have a good story, if you have a good idea, I think that it can influence people. And this human potential is really important.
Okay, thank you for the answer. I see that this was the last question. Maybe we will wait just a minute longer. Maybe someone else has some new question, or maybe there will be some comment also. Of course, you can write some of your impressions about the webinar as well. So don't be afraid. We gladly answer all the questions. And if there will be no more questions or comments, we will just finish this webinar. I hope that everyone found it useful, that you will really remember what we said, and you will use this knowledge somehow, maybe during your own projects, to make them visible, or to disseminate the results of your projects. Okay, we have one last question. What do you think about TikTok as a tool? Oh, that's a very interesting question. Who would like to answer it?
So, in my opinion, it's more like a personal thing, maybe, to talk about one type of platform of social media, because like I don't know how to say that TikTok is so much other than maybe Instagram or Facebook, because you can get people from there maybe easily, but it's gonna be a bigger chance that they're gonna be project tourists. So like it's gonna meet a wider range of people, but then it's gonna be like also a bigger chance for them to not to be very interested in the project, but be interested in the city, in the country, or in partying. So I think TikTok is kind of like you can make it if like you have a very good marketing thing for it, that like people are gonna be very aware what are they gonna go and where are they going. But there's a big factor of not getting the people who you wanna.
I would actually agree with Hannah on this as well, because TikTok is mostly used by teenagers, and teenagers scroll a lot and they're watching videos and just like, okay, it's nice, I like it, but okay, let's move on to next. So although it may have a great impact by the views, I don't think that it's a great platform, because there are a lot of things on TikTok that are there that should be banned. Well,
Okay, thank you for your answers. So you both disagree that it could be a good tool. I don't use TikTok, but I would say that maybe it's worth to try, especially if you want to reach the teenagers, actually, just to make them interested in some, I don't know, some topics. Maybe it's like the first step to make them interested.
Actually, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying it's dangerous a little bit.
Yes, but we didn't use it, so we actually don't know. Bless you, Paula. Okay, so we have one last question, and we are going to finish. So, what was the tool you used for dissemination that had the biggest impact? Who wants to answer?
Okay, if I can, I'm using mostly workshops, and I think that live interaction is the best way for me. But this is just one way that I find most useful.
Thank you. And Paula, you wanted also to share?
yes, I wanted to say the same thing as Neda, that live interactions are actually the best.
Okay, thank you very much. I agree with both of you. Yes, so our listeners also say thank you for the webinar, and thank you for your answers. We are really happy that we could make this webinar for you today. And again, we hope that you will use this knowledge in the future. And we hope that we will, in the future, we also will use the knowledge that we gain during this project, and maybe we will organize some more webinars. So thank you very much, and goodbye.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye, guys.